3, 2, 1. Party returns to the king's bedchambers. King starting to look a little paler. Some soldiers have been coming in and out of the room. But quiet to get in once the party enters in. Princess will go back over to his bed, take a seat there next to him, take his hand in hers. You all right, Father? No, I'm not. I'm still thinking that it's like that even more before. They never did too much with tactics. They never paused to set up a siege. They just went. They, of course, few of them even talked. I may not have been able to give more of fighting the threat instead of fighting for the people. I don't like it, but do you think it's possible of handing the crystal over and trusting that they will keep their word? Then we shall. If we have to prepare for a siege instead, then that's what we'll do. If both options eventually end up leading to us fighting and dying it anyways, it just makes the most sense to go for an option that will attempt to give us a chance in the first place to live and survive and fight again another day. I don't know if the rest of the people in the room share the same sentiments, though. I think people just want to try to tough it out, fight it out. I don't think that's possible, though.
All right, I'm back. I had a phone call.
Hmm? Yeah, the princess looks at the others in the room?
I'm sorry, I missed most of that. I was on the phone.
Kind of the princess just kind of reiterating what she's thinking.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will say, well, I guess we're gonna fight to the last man. That's the plan.
So you don't want to try, right? To see if they keep their word.
It's honestly, it's not my decision. It's the king's decision. If you can convince him to do it, then go for it.
This is truth. If we were to accept this item, it would be considered a relic of a foreign land. It would not be considered as anything else. The only thing that I would warn is that our Magitech scientists, particularly our queen, would want to know its full capabilities before it returns to your hands in safe condition. After all, if it was wanted so badly by the demons, we need to know why. We need to know what it does. That way, all of us can be prepared and perhaps gain what the demons wanted in order to combat them. Cauldron may not be able to do this. Perhaps it is Ionius that can.
I think you kind of missed the discussion there. There's what one thing that came to mind, but with thinking over your previous proposal, and he just points upwards.
True,
The
that is a dome.
dome.
But that dome does not cover beneath the ground any more than our demon dome is likely to. If we can find some way to travel underground somewhere, even perhaps through the sewers of the capital city, perhaps there's an escape they haven't discovered yet. The longer that we take, the more likely that both sides will begin to employ sappers in order to complicate the siege, and will find that escape route. King Yavis, I tell you this in confidence and a bit of levity in this dark time. Every castle has an escape route, including our own.
May escape routes lead out into the city, though. Not
Perhaps,
outside where the dome is covering.
then perhaps we can begin the sapping there. Tunnel our way underneath the edge of the of the demon's hastily constructed energy dome and make our way to freedom. It seems like one of the only chances that we have. It's either to turn this device over to the demons and to allow them to have greater advantage, likely over the entire world. Their invasion is not likely to stop, or to forestall them. That decision is yours. It is your lands and your greatest trust. I can tell you that if we are to escape, we would like Princess Sienna to come with us as well. She is the surviving lineage. That way she can be carried safe away from this siege and held elsewhere within Cauldron, so that she can continue the administration of this kingdom.
So we have one that, speaking of trying to maintain a siege, one for trying to pierce through an impenetrable dome and leave all the people of this city to be slaughtered as the demons search for the crystal.
If I may,
Yes.
um, I did learn a couple things while having to survive on the road on my own, and one of those things was that oftentimes if someone is asking something of you that you can't bring yourself to give up, and you have no means of getting away from them without it, is there not a way we could present a fake or counterfeit?
The crystal itself is a unique thing. If we had foresight, we might have had time to create a fake, but in the hour that we have left, no.
Could you even trust in the demons to withdraw at your surrender?
It's we can either let them run all over us after however long it takes them to storm the castle.
Yes, there will be great loss, but that loss will not be total. As long as we have a representative of your lineage on these lands helping to defend it, there is always a chance. And now, most importantly, the entire countryside can be alerted to the presence of the demons and to raise arms. And to raise arms under a leader of royal blood. I do not presume to determine the royal future of Cauldra. I am not of these lands, nor am I of your culture. But I can say this. My father was unkind to you in ways that I do not know. I cannot undo what he has done. But as an emissary of my people, and seeing what I've seen, your land is in great danger. And I will do what I can to ensure that it survives under Cauldron blood, as is right. To surrender to these demons will guarantee no mercy, no respect from them, nor those who work with them. There can be no quarter expected, based upon the stories of the demon invasion that I've heard before. They will not stop until they are thoroughly defeated. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but clearly this is only the first battlefield. It must not be the last.
Do you have an idea how you can pierce through the dome?
When this demon created the dome, are we certain that it cuts through the ground? No. There would have been a far greater earthquake than what we felt. No, I don't think that it has. We should be able to tunnel beneath it and emerge on the other side. If there's no means to do that now, then there is a means to do that soon. Perhaps there are older caves or waterways or caverns beneath that have been forgotten about. There has to be some way. And if not, we'll make one. If necessary, I will summon this shooting star to present a bombardment as a distraction so that some may flee and save their lives, if I can only get to it. We need the help. We are trapped here just as much as you, and there is no reason why we should consider surrender as a way of appeasement or bargaining with the demons. We have to try. We must. My plan is as follows. To examine the furthest lengths of the sewer system of the city. It may not reach to the dome's edge, but we can find a branch that may be closest. We need an expert. We need to know where to find them. If not an expert, then at least someone who knows the waterways and can provide us with some form of map. Then we move to the furthest distance, use what power we have to tunnel the rest of the way. We will take Princess Yar and the Speaker's crystal with us. That way the demons will hold neither of them. Who knows? The Cauldron forces may succeed. The princess can rally troops here to break the siege. The rest of the kingdom doesn't know that it's happened yet. There needs to be a messenger on their way out to tell the people, to rally the forces, to bring them here. This is the duty of a queen. I'm sorry. I forget myself again. These are your lands and not ours. But surrender and appeasement burns at every fiber of my being to do. Especially
if we can save lives, maybe we should do it.
Perhaps not the lives of the Cauldron capital. That will be up to the defenders. And a siege is a long and difficult thing. For them to set up as a siege and not to continue the attack and to press their advantage and to simply take the crystal. That's something that doesn't make sense for a force that is so overwhelming. But we can save lives in this way, in rallying the people of Cauldron to this place to free the capital city. Many will be lost, but not all. If we do nothing, the war ends here before it begins. If we surrender, it certainly does. And the demon invasion will gain a great advantage that will haunt all of us who remain. And all of this will have been in vain.
We don't have anyone in the castle that knows the sewer systems well. Well, I don't know where the plans are.
Then we explore. We at least have to do that in case they find the sewers. It's possible that they have forces already inside the dome, already inside the walls, looking for access even to these chambers. We need to explore and find a way out.
But if I'm not gonna pretend to about domes. When you asked, and what if they did that and if it just waited out to our advantage to break and obstruct, distract them, focus?
That is possible, and it's worth the advisement. My experience, the more that you give an enemy to take advantage, the more certainly that
Breaking and that. Now start your way through.
to be an entrance into the sewers here. Most likely.
I'm getting the lag. I'm gonna have to restart.
I think it's up by having